Good afternoon, everyone in Sibu. We are live again.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to all the four councillors here. Councillor Ling Huawei, Councillor Ping, and Councillor Jenny and Councillor Anna. Thank you for joining me, helping me this afternoon. Now, before I answer many of the questions that you all may have. Since you are online watching this, I hope you send in the questions, things that you want to ask about this. But about all these CA special, so I mute it. Okay, thanks. So I hope you all will send with regards to this. First of all, I want to address all the Sibu people. I think I have been around Sibu town, and I must say to thank all Sibu business people, particularly those who are open shop that you are not allowed to open because you are not essential items, services and whatnot. You have cooperated very well this time. Thank you so much, because I think the purpose, I think we all know, all of us know that the reason is because the COVID situation in Sibu is no good, and that is why we are trying to reduce the number of positives in Sibu. And without the cooperation of all of you, this thing will not work. It will just remain, you know, the government, DDMC is trying to reduce the number. In order to reduce the number, DDMC, the committee feels that the movement must be reduced. So, in order to reduce this, we must, all the non-essential services should not open. That is why all these services, you know who you are. I know you have a lot of complaint, but that is the situation that we have. So we need your help. We work together. We reduce the movement. Let's hope by reducing this movement, we can reduce the number of positive in the coming weeks in Sibu. Now, before come to other matters, I would like to address a very this morning. Actually, it was a very sad situation for me because yesterday I don't like to play this out, but I think the hospital Pangara, it was a lot of people asked him, and I would like to say the intention was definitely not to talk about hospital matters. Actually, yesterday, the Tribune today reported that I said that the hospital, there are people sleeping on the floor. There is no such thing. Okay? There is no such thing. My comments were recorded live for everyone to see. There are 12,000 views yesterday. Actually, what I said is this. I am saying that we are trying, we should try to keep ourselves healthy. This is number one. Number two is that if this positive continue, then we will overstretch the hospital service. And that is why there will be a lot of people waiting. And then the third thing is that photos circulating now that the children were sleeping on the floor outside waiting for beds, or to be transferred in there. So this photo is being circulated. People who don't understand things that the hospital this is the hospital situation. So I would like to tell the hospital Pangara, the medical services, that if my comments has been taken out of 100%. I just like to say, if I have caused you any harm, I really apologize for that. But I did not say what the Bill said. So the reporter has called me. I have told her the message, and then they will do a correction by tomorrow. So whatever anguish you that was unintended. Okay. Now with this, I just like to say, yesterday in our this Facebook Live, EDMC have another meeting. It was an unscheduled meeting, but the meeting essentially was to discuss. This time is different from other times in our MCO. Okay, instead of police concentrating on issuing of permit. Okay, yesterday afternoon the discussion was on enforcement. Now, why enforcement? Because even though the shop front, all the shop are very cooperative, those non-essential services have closed, but many offices are working. So they are not supposed to open, but the upstairs listen to these people in Sibu. This time, the enforcement will go up the first floor, second floor, third floor if necessary. Now, why the police wants to do this enforcement? According to KKM right now, listen to this very clearly. Listen to this. I'm going to talk slowly. I'm going to repeat myself. I asked medical department yesterday, where are the positives coming from in Sibu lately? He said they are all largely office people who are contracting COVID in office situation. Because in the office, people do not follow SOP. They take off their mask, they sit very near the colleague. This is the first thing. Second thing, a lot of them eat lunch. They tapao and they go back to the office and they eat together. So actually, I am addressing all those who are listening to this right now, particularly the bosses who are listening, hearing me. Please, health department would like you to close the pantry of your office, because I have said it in the last few Facebook Live. You see, the government, this time, we want to stop dining in. The reason is because there are so many positive people going to coffee shop, restaurant, and whatnot, and you still go. So the chances of catching COVID is very high. This is one. So the government stop it. So now you tap out and you go to the office and you eat there with your colleague. That is the same as dining. I have spoken to 4 companies this morning, just because some they call me, some I met on the street. I emphasize this matter right now. I hope all of you who are listening in, please bring this matter. If you are not the boss of the company, bring it to your boss. The most important thing to stop COVID is that when you are in office, when you take off your mask to eat, that is a very big risk. So when you eat lunch, when you eat or you drink, do it alone. Don't do it together with your colleagues. This is my message. If it is possible, please. I have asked one of the companies in Sibu, who is a plantation company. I have asked him, can you Tell all your staff, bring your own water, bring your own cup, bring your own food, and bring your own chopstick, fork, or whatever. Don't share. This is one of the reasons why COVID is being spread around in the office. So I hope this reasoning with you, you can understand. If you can, I asked Don resident yesterday, how do they do it in the resident office? Don resident said, the pantry, okay, they only allow one person to go in at any time. If there's anybody inside, nobody else can go in. That is another way. But I hope all the management listening to this will institute very strict SOP with regards to the pantry and about food. Because once you drink, once you eat, you have to take off your mask. And when you are taking off your mask, you are in danger of catching COVID. Because this thing is like this. The mask is the best defense for everybody. So I hope this message to you is this. It is up to you. It is up to all of us. It is up to you and me following SOP, okay, to ensure that this thing do not spread. My third message is also, there are many government departments that are open because they are required to open. They are considered under public service, right? The government department are open. So I am also addressing all the Bengurusi, Bengara, all these things. I am telling you as well, what I have spoken earlier applies to government departments also, because you are also open. You also have pantry, Please have a very strict SOP in your pantry so that we, can stop this COVID virus from spreading around. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is that this afternoon, DDMC is going to meet again at 2:30. I am attending. I was told that this afternoon, the subject matter to mainly discuss is the appeal by many industries and different type of business to open. According to our resident, there are so many appeals. I don't know what to say. Many people still want to open. But right now, according to health department, the major spread of COVID now is in offices. So I do appeal to all the professionals, to all the businesses. If you don't have essential service, if you are not in essential service, try not to open, try to work from home. If COVID continues like this, we may not have much of a business now, later on in Sibu. So can we do this together and then hope that by end of May, that we all in Sibu will be the last place in the number of positive in Sarawak. We can do it together. We are so strong in Sibu. We have lasted 3.5 months. It is 3.5 months too many. Okay? This is what I tell you all. Now, are there any questions that you have seen? Councillor Anna, do you want to say anything? Have you heard anything that we need to clarify?
Just I noticed this morning, the traffic is actually increasing. So actually
Oh,
it's a bit of tariff. Actually, it's a little bit terrifying because it's increasing this morning. So means some of the those non-essential, I think it's opening.
oh,
So we have to look into it. Yes.
yes, I see. The traffic is increasing.
Yes.
So maybe Dr. Anwar is right. Yesterday, when the report saying there are very few cars in Sibu, he said, I would say it's good only when I will believe it only when I see it tomorrow. So this morning, sure enough, the traffic is increasing.
Yes.
Alamak. I think a lot of people think no wonder the police are out in force today. Along Jalan Tunku Osman. You see? Yes.
I think we have some.
Do we have any questions that we can answer?
Oh yeah, because according to this warming, she is requesting to whether we can close down for 2 weeks,
Yes.
which is better. To her, I think 5 days is still not enough.
Yes. Yes. I think I agree with her. But I think I mean this sort of thing is it's not up to you and me. It's up to everyone.
Yes, yes,
So let me tell you something. In our society, there are many daily pay people. Huh? So I think some of the policies that the DDMC are making are not, okay, we close everything. What about those people who are daily paid? You see? So that is why there is a request, a strong request by the construction industry, the people working in the construction industry, that you must let construction industry open. Otherwise, many people, okay, do not get paid. And yesterday, so to tell everybody, the KPD, our Sibu police chief, also said that petty crimes are increasing in Sibu. So if there is this question of COVID, yes, it's very easy for us to say, hey, we just close. You see, because some of us can afford to close. There are many people in our society that that are depending on daily work and get daily pay. These are the people we also need to think about, and that is why sometimes when the government make a decision and then it is like this, for daily people, a lot of people will not understand. Why do you need so? Because if you don't pay them, they don't have any income. They cannot even feed their family. And this is, I just want to say this. But I thank a lot this, what is the lady's name, for putting in that question. I want to answer her. And that's
warming.
it.
She's a warming.
Warming. I just want to say this. Okay, Councillor Augustine, you want to say anything?
Maybe you go ahead first, Chairman. You answer that
Sorry.
question first, then I follow through.
Which question is that?
Oh, just Wong Ming.
Oh,
You answer it, yeah?
I do understand. I think Alex Yu make a comment with regards to their business is this. I think Alex, I want to tell you it's like this. It's a matter of mentality. Let me tell you something. I think you should go to the internet, read out something COVID, because if our mentality is like this, is that we think COVID should be over by 3 months. I'm talking about last year, March. That is why we have a severe lockdown. Okay? Then you see, we 13, 14 months through this COVID, and it's still here. So the scientists around the world think that this COVID will be around with us like flu. You know? It could be here for 5 years. It could, after that, it disappear. We don't know. So that is why, whatever your business is right now, and it's not essential service, Alex, I want to address Alex. Please, you should be thinking not just short-term business, okay? You should not be thinking just short-term business. You should be thinking other ways. Because this thing, I can tell you, it could be with us for 4 or 5 years. We could be facing this sort of situation maybe 3 or 5 years down the road. Now, what are you going to do? Because I think right now, if you read the international news, you can see most countries is reporting there is a spike in positives. It's coming back again. So our only hope right now is that we get vaccinated as quickly as possible. That is our only hope. And then face mask. Nowadays, when I go out, if I don't wear face mask, it's like I feel like I'm not wearing my shirt. So it could be with us for a long time. So I urge all those people who are not in the essential services allowed to open, please make plans for other way of doing business, because this COVID be longer with like, okay, this is the okay.
Mr. Patrick Chu.
Can Sibu we go with permit? Yes, can go.
But I think they need to have swab.
They need to have swab? I don't think so.
Yes, because the other day, this Councillor Chiang, he wanted to go to Sorike, so he was in his conversation that he needs to do a swab. He need to have a swab report.
I don't think so. I think only Bintulu. The whole Sarawak only Bintulu.
I think Sorike also started.
Yes.
Started?
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
I think so.
They need to have swab.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
I agree.
news to me.
They started already. They're using that. If you don't
Because
have any
all this it will be changed from time to time. So you have to update most of the time. All the time. Yes.
So if you are going to Sorike, you can go. But at the present moment, I know because my PA, Rosa, is from Sorike. She wants to go back and see her mother. She wants to apply for the permit. She was rejected. So I think I just spoke to the police chief this morning. The police chief is of the attitude is like this. If you got a good reason, we give you the permit now. If you don't have a good reason, we will not allow you to go. This is what, this is generally the comment, Lisa. So I think the police is now putting their heart and soul into this. So I hope all of you try to keep up to date with the latest happening, because as you know, just like me, thank you, councillors, for updating me about going to CDK. You need a swab. Otherwise, I was thinking of going to for this, for prawn noodles. Okay, workshop kereta buka, but spare part tutup. I think Jefferson, I think I just want to say is this, your comment is common with many people. You see, I just say this, it's service. So right now, this afternoon, the DMC will handle this matter. They will know because right now there are sort of a lot of people. I met one shopkeeper this morning also. He is also selling spare part, but the police asked him to close. So his shop only got one lift. So I think the husband and wife stay upstairs. They're quite old already. So they tell me the same thing, Jefferson, as you say. You see, because I want to close, but no, the repair shop call me, ask me to deliver this, deliver that. I agree with you, Jefferson, but I think the service is we need to have a essential service that is decided, but we cannot say, oh, this one is it. I think the rest all need to be done. Need open as well. Because I can tell you, the only one that you say, like Jefferson, you say the car repair shop is open. That is only food industry. Food industry. That's why plantation like Sawi, can open, because if not, we will not have any cooking oil. Then what we have the second one is this: the food manufacturing. Make of biscuit, all these what you call these noodles. These are the things they are allowed to open. And the third is what distributor. These are the distributor that distribute the food to the supermarket. They supply the supermarket. This is the third one. And the fourth one, of course, is the supermarket itself and all the sundry shops. Because I can say is that now we do this, it's very fast. Say, for example, we don't allow the supermarket to open. I can tell you, finish. What are the people going to eat? So that is why I also come back to address the question. And then there are some people who comment that why SMC still open the supermarket. Yesterday I said it, but I want to say it again. Yes, I do agree with you. Industrial, maybe, aircon. Just like Tanamas Hotel, service of aircon is continue because it's a thing hotel. I agree. The thing is that if you service aircon in office, is it good or not? Is it good? You go to the office, there are so many positive there now. Is it good for your staff to go to this office? This is one question. Second question is, the people who ask you to go to the house to service, these people must be quite brave. I don't think I will allow anybody to come to my house to service aircon right now. Unless the aircon cannot work already, so cannot be helped. So I do agree with you, Frederick, aircon, because services are allowed to open. Service is allowed. I just want to tell you, you are correct, all this. But please be careful about this, because you and the car repair is, okay, you have to move around. You have to go to people's house, you have to go to people's office, you have to go to hotel, you have to go to factory. So please be careful. This you are under this what you call this high risk for going out to service on. I just want to highlight this matter to you. So SOP must be enforced at home. Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. The first thing about this, Agnes, I just tell you, please tell all your friends. The first thing at home is do what? It's not that you talk to your, you also have to put on your face mask. No. The first thing you want to stop is that you don't invite your friends to come to your house for party. That is the first thing. So I have informed the police, this thing must stop. So that is why SMC, police, and RELA are forming many teams right now. We are not only going to the shop, we are going to the residential area to see whether there are many cars parked there or not. So yes, SOP must be enforced at home. But it is not like your children, you and you are like this. It's not. It is more like don't invite other people and tell your brother don't come to the house. This is it. Gerard, I think this insurance thing is still under this afternoon. Probably the news will come out this afternoon after the DDMC meeting. Okay, because yesterday the decision was made. Was discussed, but this afternoon the decision was made because many of those what you said yesterday with regards to this insurance is this thing. Even if it is insurance is open, agents cannot open. Office can open. Even if it is this, I want to listen with you. Even if it is allowed, only main office can open. And it's only general insurance. Life cannot open. Even if the decision, because it's all about renewing it's about renewing the insurance. So the main office can only renew. You as an agent cannot. So you should not be doing this. This is number one. And number two, most of the insurance that I know of now are done online. Yeah, I think you have a valid request. Many of the car insurance, if they are overdue, then the road test cannot be renewed. I do agree. Your loan, if you have a loan leasing on the car, and then once your insurance is overdue, the bank will definitely ask you to renew insurance. I do agree. Printing company cannot open. Cannot open for now. I just said. Yes, I can tell you, Agnes, it's like this. Central Market, Sibu Central Market, we have 1,100 traders. My logic is like this. We already asked them to trade half. But this time, tomorrow, we are opening tomorrow, right? Yes. We are opening Central Market. Now, I also don't want to tell you, I want to be transparent with you. In the month of April, there are 8 cases positive in the Central Market. Now, you can see our Central Market is so big. So I have asked the DMC to do what? To open, but only essential item, meat, food only. So that will reduce the number probably to daily trading 400 only. Now, out of one family member, one person maybe got 3 I just say 3 nowadays. Is 1,200 plus 1,500 people on average nowadays go to the Central Market daily. These people that go on average also got 3%. We are dealing with 1,200 plus 4,500. That's almost 5,000. No, about 6,000 people. Affected by this COVID. It is very difficult to control. So what I have done is that I have requested all the traders in there, they must wear face mask, cost standard. Second thing, wear a face shield. So for those of you who are going there to shop, okay, there are many supermarket, also there are positive people going as well. You also all you have been going to the supermarket, but I am sure you are COVID free, you know. So that is why when you go to the central market, you buy things. You buy and you go home. Don't sit there and makan kueh. My message to you. Okay? So actually, for COVID, right, to pass to another person, to us, we need to keep the mask on. And that is the reason. So I think these Agnes these are for your question. How about accounting firm? I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Lembaga hasil dalam negeri deadline. I have already brought up this matter. This thing, they are going to look into it this afternoon. Okay, accounting and audit firm, but they are saying the end of the year is 30th of June, so they still have lots of time. Maybe you have to work harder in June, you know. Yes, I agree with you, Kiwi. I hope you will tell all your friends as well, you know, to stay safe, face shield, face mask, and hand gloves, cook food. I agree. I totally agree. That's what we're going to do in the market for all the SMC market. Okay. And we're also going to ask the private operator of civic center market to do the same. Right? This is that I want to tell you. I really
Hi,
think, huh?
hi, Chairman.
Augustine.
Maybe I
Yeah, yeah.
continue and I talk in Iban now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Please.
Selamat ngalih hari ngagai semua bala ke bisik ninga kami biako live hari Facebook hari SMC semua
Yeah,
tu gulai ngau government gulai ngau bala councillor ke bisik ngau kami berandau kat hari tu. Jadi sekedar perkara sudah dikenang chairman SMC nya tadi nya tendang aman jadi. Lalu siti hari perkara ke disebut nya tadi nya tentang SOP ke bak berengkah hari rumah kita empu. Datinya tadi, maya tu, maya COVID tu penyadi ba kita lebih di Sibu itu balat nang rekai. Kita yang sigi menjaga nyale kebuah mayuh kedai ditutup minak ke ya kegunaan mereka berjual bakat pemakai yang tadi tak tahu dibuka. Lalu nya pen dibuka bisik maya ya nyari pukul 6 pagi mengai pukul 8 malam aja. Tang nak semua yang dibuka laban bisik takak ke datua sidat. Nyalai ngenang SOP berumah tu tadi ko chairman tadi madayanya kita mesti nyaga anang mai bala kita tau kedatai nemua yang gai kita tang apa boleh buat ti semaknya tan emergency kita berumban tadi tahu gai kita kena tulis bilik pokoknya baka yang mati kita sama kami datai asuh mandi asuh beradu dulu baru tahu belandau yang ti dengan ngau kekaban bugulumu ke semuanya tadi anak guai memang tahu leban penyakit COVID tu kengerkai di Sibu tu nyo agi bedau niki aman. Bukan kemari kita nakala tu kurang penuh dua ambil nak nombor 1 nombor 2 juara selalu ke di Sibu tu cases COVID positif. Nyalai jaga diri empu baru mah. Kedua hanya ngenang bala ke minta muka sidak ke gawak ngau company ke gagak ke rumah ke semua sidak ke gaji hari. Nyalai sidak SDMC di Sibu tu tadi dah bisi perundian kenya amat munyi ko chairman tadi sidak ke gaji hari kasih harga tu dah. Ti nadai gaji nadai bekerja semua baik ni kau hidup ke diri. Lebih-lebih lagi malah kita iban ke gawak dengeri ditu. Fikir aku mayu lagi bala kita ke gawak. Beragak ke rumah dini rindu rumah mungkin kita beka di sebelah di Sibu itu. nyalai itu dah nyendak gawa nyina ada gaji bah begini kok hidup kidere laban ke maya tu perintah nyina ada meri bantu makai beka ke empai lama ya nyalai kami bala konsela ke hari bagi kita iban tadi udah bisi bandau chairman ngasuh sedak ya nandu ke mimiat maba pengawak ke wagak ke rumah ngambil ke bala kita ke gawa bagi hari sinok dengan tu dah dengan saya dari empu ke pamata nadai pama duit nadainya ngaso pala pedian nyuka ngerja pengawak pejai kebukai tu ge ngerja tai kena menuku meh nemu kita nama te koku ya tadi laban tegal ke nyusun tu nadet makai bah kati ko dah yang kita hidup nyalai laban masa kami tu kena panjai aku luka menyebut nimit tentang tamu taman indah kita ke detekau dia nyalai tamu taman indah kita ke tekaunya dibuka bekas selama artinya ya dibuka tiap hari 6 hari Minggu berhenti hari pukul 6 pagi sampai pukul 11 pagi lalu engka bisik bala kita si sekaban kita ke engka nak ninga danau kami tu Facebook tu kami bisik mega mai pengari hari RTM bagi bandar Sibu ngambilkan ulung madah ke bala dengan radio ianya tamu taman indah Sibu Tekuk ya dibuka tiap-tiap ujung minggu hari pukul 6 pagi sampai pukul 6 remai nyalai tajak pen yang bunyi ke dan tang bunyi tang kita mesti nitiah ke tanya nitiah ke SOP kena patut diguna kita tabaku dan mu magang kita tang ke baru gitu tadi sidak ke jual dia nya ka dipinta ngena nama tu pengelindung mua aku nak nemu Texas nayaun jakur putih facial dia nutup hidung mulut ni bisi kita ngelebut ngalamat tu nyalai kita dipinta ngenaknya lalu ti oleh jari kita kena glove sarung jari lalu mai sanitizer te kena nyu jarinya mai pamau dah nyual laban kita ke besuak ke duit tu tadi nu anak nemu ya nyak bisik tak sakit tau kena dai kita nak nemu nyalai bukai kat tak semesti masuk dalam jari nanti uliah tadi udah besuak ke kenyak ti nadai orang beli kita bak kedai bak kita ke bedajak tadi cuci dulu menjari laban nyak mai laban tu nak baka nak pedak kita ti baka munzuahnya mai kita nya nak datai kita torari kita tu nak pedak ya udah ke gerainya pen bakanya ya lalu mulai ngagai just extend a bit Mr. Chairman I am talking about rumah panjang now okay ngagai bala kita ke bak rumah panjai titiah me ke SOP ke patut de titiah ke kita nya baka kita anang anang tamak atau ke anang mindah muai ke diri bilik siti agak bilik siti laban kita nak nemu nyakit tu munyi kok tadi nak bakar ti munsuahnya mai kita medak ya tu ada pedak kita nuan nak nemu nuan ka sakitnya atau kau dah kena muainya sakitnya bagi maya kita nyo bugulumu ni dua pedak tadi nyo yes
Can I cut in? You had to tell our Ibang fellow Ibans that don't eat together at the Ruai.
Yes, that's what
Thank
I'm
you.
going to say. Ya, okay, nyalai ukai mina dalam bilik aja, nyalai anang bugulumu baruai. Ke dia tahu menya. Laban tik kita bugulumu baruai, duduk baruai nyu brandau tadi nyu biru kita angat isi. Nya tahu ngedusah kita nya. Sama kita nyu bisi kita ngangat kisi dia nyu duduk nyu sumek nyu mau kita pengawal dia. Nyalai ti uliah dalam kandang ke bulan 4 tu anang me kita bulumu di ruai kita lalu anang muai ke bilik spiak-spiak kita dia bilik rempu aja nyaga dari rempu tinuan berjalai sebelah ruai nak menangkup mua labannya siti ada cara kita ke nyaga pengerkai penyakit COVID ke rumah panjai laban bak rumah panjai kita nama buah rumah panjai semua rumah panjangnya tak ke dia tapi dia lagi rumah panjang kita yang dekat itu di kuarantin orang 14 hari tinyu semua dah ambil ada projek lembaga. Ini kuliah penghidup kita dia dah. Ni kita topik kita dah. Nah, ada jalan kita. Laban apa bayar korang lalu dia lagi kita dan kuat orang magang. Nyalai aku mai kita sama berjaga laban kita nyaga kita empu aja kita nyaga bala ke sama berimbai peniau ngo kita ngambil ke penyakit covid tahu ngetu ya akunya laban nganti vaksin tu ke tundang sigi ke nganti bersama nganti kumpu kedau ga diberi vaksin nyalai harap kita sama bersabar laban perintah benua ngadu ke program kang dia bala kita ngambil kita boleh vaksin magang kita udah bisa diberi vaksin lah angkanya mai ga penghidupan tak kita nemu tang kita bisa udah nama tu tadi mulai tak ubat dapat tubuh kita engka kurang ge lah lalu kita sama bersampi ngarap kita nya tahu jadi berkenyak meh ku megak ngarap ke bala menyai depu tadi ngarap kita lewati bala ke rumah yeah.
Your line is very bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then you continue, Chairman. Thank you. Maybe later I can continue again. Thanks.
Councillor Huawei, you have anything to add? Before I answer this question, Leon Chiming, I just want to say is this Chinese medicine production line can be operational. I mean, thank you for raising this matter because 除了神功水 I don't know what is produced. Right? I really don't know. So you can, I strongly suggest you write to SDDMC in Sibu. You write to the chairman, DDMC, Sibu, and then you write a letter to inform them that Sibu got this Chinese medicine production. I am very proud of this. You should write. I think you have a clear case to open. Okay? Because Chinese store can open. I know. No, it's Kani Sim. I think you asked this question before. I just want to tell you, this time round, the essential service, it does not follow MKN. This whole list, the whole list of MKN is very, very big. It's huge. And that is SDDM this time want to risk this thing. You remember the last time we did it in February. Many people can apply based on MITI list. So end up it's not like an MCO, but anyway, this time it's not MCO, it's CMCO with special restriction. This special restriction, we are not following MITI. Actually, the purpose of this is that this is our Sibu division design CMCO. That's why it's with special restriction. With special restriction means that we try to reduce as much movement as possible. Yesterday, I have somebody ask me because they are making PPE for the hospital. So I do tell them, if you have a valid to write to SDDC Sibu, okay, and then you should deliver it to the resident office in Sibu if you have a case. This is my thinking. All right? 主席除了神龟还有一家 OK yeah this 好吧 Leon 你就是写给他们了你写给我们的就是事务灾难委员会应该你会被批了你知道吗这个不是去找警察就是去找我们事务省的灾难委员会应该了这样了适当有OK I have wrote to SCM but still pending the response I think yesterday the committee did mention about there are many appeal letters. When I was in the meeting, we are going to start the meeting at 2:30 later. So I want to tell all of you, the resident of Sibu division did say that he has a lot of appeal in his hand. So I'm going to be attending the meeting. So you can ask me what is the decision with regards to. I think you should check with me about 5 p.m. Later. Okay? It's the decision. All right? Anything else that need to highlight? My Facebook di mana? My Facebook ada kah? Huawei you have anything to contribute to this? Huawei?
Nothing much, yeah.
Imagine, do you have anything?
Yeah, Chairman, can I just ask public some question? I believe that this afternoon SDDMC will make decision regarding construction and whether the hardware store can be open or not, because it's related, it's a change reaction. So I'm just asking, shipbuilding, the repairing work it's allowed, but the shipbuilding is not allowed. The whole thing of this SOP is to reduce number of staffs, reduce movement and all that. But if the company, the shipbuilding, they can cut half of the staff and everything, is related because they go to the same site, they go to the same office and same workers. It's just that shipbuilding cannot, repairing can. So it's a bit logically, it doesn't sound logic, you see. And then shipbuilding also has a lot of daily pay workers. So for consideration, I hope you can bring that also in SDDMC. Construction, a lot of daily pay. Shipbuilding, a lot of daily pay works as well. So
I think that's a very good point. I think you have a very good point. I think yes, Jenny, go on. Yes, go on.
Yeah, even coffee shops and all that, a lot of them are daily pay. But because we cannot dine in, so they had to lay off their staff for daily pay. That is so I know some of the restaurants, they are engaging daily pay.
Yes.
So all this, you see, repairing, shipping can be, but you need repairing. So repairing, you need marine hardware store to open as well. So all these are interrelated. So I hope that when we decide on what can be open and what cannot be open, try to be more consistent rather than we have two standards. I think we need to answer to the public.
Oh yes, thank you. I think those people I think the shipbuilding has an association.
Yes.
I hope by this afternoon they must have written to the SDDMC. You sound very convincing because I think your brothers are all in shipbuilding.
Yes, we are all in shipbuilding. Yes. So I hope the association did write in and point out
to appeal
why.
Because there is a very valid case. Because one of the reason why this essential service and whatnot, all this thing, is about daily pay. You see, if we do not take care of our society, all these things, then we have a big problem. What are they going to do? What are they going to eat? This is the one thing. So yesterday, actually, I also appeal to the bosses. You see, your daily pay workers may be daily pay and they are not under your employer. But because they come to your office to work, because they work on your project, they work on your ship, if they need to go for swap, I think the company should consider paying for it. And then there are many who go because they're daily pay, and then because they are sick, I hope, I will not make any accusation, I hope you pay for it. And then if they go for swab, please also pay them because that is part of the job. If they got positive, it's also because they come to the work. Because time is very bad for everyone. So I hope some of the companies, yes, if you are able to, please extend the courtesy to all this. This Chairman, I know, Chairman, this kindly consider give blood, seek your consent to allow. No, actually, I told Councillor Hong Hao Ching already. Okay, Pengulu, I already informed him. I think you better get now I don't encourage a mass blood donation because crowding is not a thing. But if you see your blood donation, if you have a purpose because the hospital tell you they are short of blood, then ask the hospital write a letter. Then you do this donation over a longer period. Instead of 2 hours, maybe you do 6-7 hours. And then I tell people to come, stagger them, don't crowd together. I would rather you do it out open. I don't know whether it can or not. I think you need certain enclosed space, isn't it, for hygienic purposes. So I do say it all depends on need. I tell Hao Ching. So I just tell you, Pengulu, that you should get the hospital. If the hospital say they need blood, I think we should go out for blood donation. Okay? But don't use the word mass blood donation. Mass means a lot of people. Then people get scared and don't want to come. Okay? So I am happy to do this. I think I was thinking whether I should do another Facebook Live tomorrow at 1 to talk to you all again, because there may be changes in the this. If there are changes this afternoon, people in Sibu, thank you very much. I would try to do this Facebook Live again at 1 tomorrow. Okay, just to keep everyone informed. So I thank Councillor and Councillor Augustine, Councillor Jenny, and Councillor Anna for joining me this afternoon. I hope I have all your questions. If you have any other question in the meantime, I can say it is. So my last and not least is to the lawyers. Yes, I say you have your case already. So I think the case is with the SDDMC. I think I will let them decide. So that's my message to the lawyers. Okay, and the accountants. I know your appeal has already been made to the SDDMC already. You have a pretty convincing case. I think they will be deciding this afternoon, or we will be deciding this afternoon. Okay. So with this, thank you very much. I have a meeting at 2 again.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Chairman.
Bye-bye.